Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise. I thank you for joining me, and I hope you guys are all well wherever you are, and you're enjoying September. The beginning of September, awesome. So I have a question from Andrea. I don't know her last name, but Andrea wants to know if Mike Lindell, or she's saying Mike Lindell has hired Alan Dershowitz to represent him in court against Dominion. You know, that's that like billion-dollar lawsuit, right? I think they're each, I think Sidney Powell, Mike Lindell, it might be that Lynn Wood guy and Rudy Giuliani, maybe even some others, are all being sued for, I think, $1 billion each, maybe? I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that. And set me straight in the comments if you know the answer to that one. Anyway, she wants to know, will the verdict go in favor of Dominion, or are we going to see Giuliani, Powell, and all others have their cases dismissed? So I think I probably will have to read them separately. So I am going to have to do some research now in hindsight looking at this and see, you know, who all these other people are. So, okay, well, let me get the camera dropped down. I'll get this started. Thanks. Okay, so as usual, I'm using the Ciro Marchetti Kipper, and let's find out, how's it going to go for Mike Lindell? I don't care who he has hired to represent him. How's it going to go for him in court? How's it going to go for Mike Lindell? Let's stick with him first, and I can always read in the reverse on Dominion. How will Dominion do? But let's stick with just my pillow guy. How's it gonna go? This $1 billion, I think it's 1.2 billion. I could have that wrong, but anyway, this $1 billion lawsuit. How's it gonna go for Mike Lindell? Okay. So he is right here. This is Mike Lindell. Well, he's going to go through some things, man. All right, so this is him, and here's the investigation. All these cards behind his back, the way you read Kipper, or the way I read Kipper, is that all the cards behind the person's back are not going to go well for him. This is the court case. This is him, you know, mulling over it. This is him depressed about it. This is him helpless about it, and not even able to concentrate because of this investigation into him. So here he is feeling bad about it. Here he is in crisis. This is also a card of psychological problems, and we know that he is, I mean, I've read on him before. I got clearly he's mentally ill. This is a drug and alcohol problem that it's behind him, but he's not done with it because he doesn't have control over it because it's still behind him. It's still following him around like a monkey on his back. And of course, this is the court case. This is the, both of these are investigation cards, but here, this is our theme. This investigation into him and his slandering dominion, you know, and we know why, who he did that for, is taking him on a long, slow soul journey where he's just thinking about it and thinking about it. The gift card, I don't know if it really applies in the sense of like money gifts, but this could be that maybe he's given an offer because of court, or maybe he tries to negotiate an offer. If he doesn't in the end, he's definitely thinking about it now. But then again, he's using drugs of some type. Oh, that's right. You guys told me when it came through in the last reading, because I didn't know anything about it. I just remember I kept getting I got the mice card for him, and I kept feeling that it had to do with addictions. And then you guys told me he's an ex-meth addict, so he probably has brain damage. Absolutely. But so now, because of his issues in the past, he's on this long soul journey where I feel like this is more about him trying to reconcile and trying to make an offer. He's thinking about making an offer to try and get out of it. But it's going to take some time. This is a card of, going back and forth, taking some time. And what's going to take time is this journey he's on, where he's going to try and leave the old behind, but it's this, movement towards some kind of progress. But again, I feel like it's him offering, okay, we'll settle for so much, but dude, I don't have $1 billion, right? That's what he's going to say, of course. Well, the Lover's card can be some success, but it's more about like loyalties, and it's often like it can be the end of problems, but I really don't think he has the money to pay up. But it could, well, let me just draw another layer, because this, of course, is the baseline here. This is the baseline of what's going down. It's going to take a long time. He's going to be obsessing over, thinking about it constantly, obsessing over it in crisis. This crisis, how can a crisis, well, a crisis could bring in success if you're not guilty, but he is guilty. So it's more like this. I feel like this is more about if there's an end to a problem, it's going to take a really, really long time, and he's on this slow movement of negotiating and offering back and forth, I think. Well, let's draw another layer. How is it going to go legally for Mike Lindell? All right. I guess that's his wife. That's right in their immediate environment, right in their home. Worried with torture. Tortured with worry, I should say. Stress. He is definitely going to court. It's definitely affecting his wife. The main female, the person you're reading on is always, one or the other, and then the other one is their main squeeze partner, wife, lover, whatever. But so it's not going to be anybody else. This is definitely his wife. And this is their personal space, their environment. When it comes to timing, it can be less than a month. So he's making that offer very soon, once they get into court, because she needs security and he is not able to provide it anymore. This is also a card of like hangovers. This is a card of self-destruction. Self-destruction. So he has destroyed his own business with this. I mean, nobody's buying his pillows anymore, right? That's not happening. Notice that Dershowitz hasn't even shown up here. We don't have like any supportive man or anybody else. So something new. I think this has to do with all of the parties that are being sued, like Guiliani and Sidney Powell. And that other guy, Lynn Wood, this would be Sidney Powell. The sudden wealth card would be what? Would be like her paying out? I don't know that she's that... this is more like her gambling. Her gambling. But I'd have to read on her separately. So, but anyway, I'm not seeing him winning. Sidney Powell may do better. Oh, that's right. Sidney Powell came out. Sidney Powell came out with a new statement to the community, to all of us, to everybody, that she was retracting her statement about the, this card would definitely be just, it's not a slot machine, but it's a voting machine. She came out and retracted that, but I don't think Mike Lindell has, so maybe he's going to follow her path. Maybe that's the case. And maybe his wife is advising that, to just retract it. Just retract it. Well, let's find out. The short answer here, I don't see him being successful, he or Alan Dershowitz being successful at all against Dominion. Let's just flip it around the other way. Instead of reading on Guiliani separate and Sidney Powell separately, because I think I already have, actually. I think I already have. So it's not a good idea to keep. You can do updates, I suppose, but I'd rather flip this around. How is it going to go for Dominion against Mike Lindell, Guiliani, Sidney Powell, and I think it was Lynn Wood was the other guy, right? I don't know. Maybe he's not in there. I don't know. How's it going to go for Dominion? Might could even just use a tarot for that, but let's see how it goes. Work, work, work. Might be one of the attorneys. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Dominion voting systems. How's it going to go for Dominion? Okay. So here's our theme. Now there's a card of success, but it takes a long time. Or it might not be a long time. It would just be going back and forth, back and forth. This card doesn't always mean a long time. It's just if you're looking for timing, which I wasn't, it can show, you would look to the card to the left to show, what could take a long time. But I wasn't looking for timing, so I'll just stop talking about that. But this is a card of success, and the end of the problem, basically. This, again, may be Sidney Powell, but it also may be a female attorney who works on a case, or is actual, the actual attorney that shows up and takes care of the lawsuit. So anyway, yeah, this is the attorney. This is the attorney. So I think there's a female attorney that works with, that works for Dominion and works on the behalf of Dominion. There could be two. There could be a younger guy and an older female attorney, and it's not going to go well, I don't think, for them getting a lot of money out, though, is the thing. Well, but we do have the Great Fortune card here. Because this came through for Mike Lindell, I'm feeling like this might have the element of them weighing down over him. I don't see any dismissal here, is the thing. I don't see any just like letting it go. Let's see. The Great Fortune card, that is something that you've earned. It is, being content with the outcome. The hard work being, the rewards of working hard on something. And with the community card, I feel like this would be all of the cases. And here's the documents. So there's no, I think there's going to be too much information, videos, because this card stands in. It's different than the Lenormand, where you have the birds as being verbal communications. This card in Kipper is for all communications, all videos, all anything published that proves, they deserve to prevail. So, because we're talking slander, and yeah. And we have, we have success and great fortune, and then the money that comes in, because it suddenly changes everything. This card sometimes comes through when insurance companies finally pay, but this is major gratification, awards. This would be being awarded. So I think Dominion, I'm pretty sure here that Dominion will be prevailing. But just for the heck of it, let's use, let me use the Lenormand quickly and see, let's just use just the basic. Well, no, actually, let's use this one because it does have the safe card in it that shows like assets spilling out, if that card does come through. And again, how's it going to go for Dominion? How will it go for Dominion against all of these people? Not just Mike Lindell. Because I'm pretty sure I've never asked that question, from that angle. How's it going to go for Dominion voting systems? in their cases against these people. Wow. Yeah, they will prevail. We have the decisions, the choices, the choice and the decision. To just they'll be clearing out the old, and the transactional across the land, their service that they provide there'll be action taken. Yeah, the service for society. Be action taken against this just like partying people. This is like Trump and his rallies. He's still doing rallies. Oh my goodness. And they're dangerous. This has kind of COVID written into it too. But then again, just sticking with Dominion, this would be the abuse that has been dangerous to their business, to their business model, and to the transactional nature of their business. It looks to me like it's going to be a clear-cut choice for them to be awarded, for them to have a good outcome, success, good outcome revealed. Yeah. Clarity will be seen. Clear decision, good outcome. Yeah. Now, Dominion's going to win. Dominion's going to win, and they're going to be the ones celebrating repeatedly over all of these people. Repeated celebration based on the legal decisions over all of them. All of them. This is a lot. This is again and again, and these two cards mirror each other. So this crossroads that each one of these people are, Mike Lindell, Giuliani, Sidney Powell, and if that Linwood is in there, they're all going to back down, and Dominion will prevail. I don't think that any one of those people has $1 billion to pay out plus attorney's fees, but they're going to get retractions. They're going to get removals, and they will prevail. Once again for society or whatever. But I'm not here to say that voting machines are fail-proof because, I don't know. Maybe Dominions are better than the other ones. I don't know. I have no idea. But we know there's been problems, because why did Mitch McConnell receive what he received when he had a 17% approval rating? So anyway, I'm going to close this up for now, and I believe, based on what I've gotten here, is that Dominion will prevail, and Mike Lindell is toast, as well as these other people. So, okay, thanks you guys. Take good care. Bye.